Hello dear students, welcome back. Let us continue with our 4.2 To Serve with Love. We had discussed about the summary and about the author in our last lecture. Today we shall discuss about the theme of the novel. The basic themes of the novels are student-teacher relationship, prejudice and racism. Student-teacher relationship, that is how Braithwaite is appointed in an infamous school. He does not get job anywhere around in spite of his good experience, in spite of his education. He does not get a job anywhere, but he gets a job in this infamous school. The students here are not from education friendly background, and still they have to face many difficulties. When Braithwaite is appointed in this school, he tries to understand the student psychology and he changes his tactics accordingly. He implements his novel and creative ideas. When he comes to know about the notorious students, that the students are disrespectful, they are ill-mannered, at that time he uses his novel and creative ideas to bring about the change in the students. Then when he uses these innovative techniques and understanding of student psychology, he ultimately wins their hearts within no time. For this, he uses many different techniques, especially for the adolescent students, which are very important. The students try to harass him physically, mentally, they bully him, but in spite of all these controversies, he brings about a drastic change in the students. This is about the student-teacher relationship. Then the second theme, that is prejudice. At the outset, Braithwaite is struck by the unexpectedness of such prejudice, and he was born and brought up as a Britisher. He regarded him as a Britisher, as a British citizen, but the people there did not regard him as a Britisher, and he was only looked down upon as a black man. He had good experience, he had good education, he had served in Royal Air Force of Great Britain. But when he left that job, when he came back, at that time he found that nobody was ready to offer him any job, and he was just left as an outsider. Then coming towards the third theme, that is racism, Braithwaite experiences this discrimination, this racial discrimination everywhere, wherever he went. It might be in bus, it might be at any job, it might be in some restaurant, it might be in school. Everywhere he had faced this type of racial discrimination. He was denied from the job, saying that there is no post for you, or he was told that you are overqualified and we cannot offer you any job. This type of racial discrimination had created bitterness in the mind of Braithwaite. He had bad feelings for the white people. Even he confessed that he had hatred for his white students because of this racial discrimination. In spite of these notorious students, their ill behavior in the class, he maintains peace, and he, with patience, he tries to control the students. He exhibits patient endurance at times, and at others he describes the way the rage inside him is transforming into hatred. This type of behavior had imposed hatred in his heart. He never used physical assault for the students. He never gave physical punishment, but verbal punishment was also very rare. He had good patience in him. Braithwaite finds the students at the Green Slate School a bit notorious, but he tries to handle them psychologically. He understands their psychology and he overcomes their difficulties, and he was sure that with this type of novel techniques, these students will be able to achieve success in their lives, and they will be able to achieve their desired success or desired goals in their lives. This was the theme of the novel. Now let us go through the synopsis of the extract. Dear students, it is not possible to read the whole novel over here, and in your book chapter 17 is given. I am going to highlight some important lines from this extract. Now in this extract, it is about the half-yearly report. Braithwaite recounts the half-yearly report of the Students' Council, in which the students are expected to tell about what they are learning in their subjects. In this process, each class gives their representatives for each subject, and they have to represent in front of the whole school. This process begins from the lower classes, and as Braithwaite was appointed for the senior class, it was last to present. One by one, as the classes present, finally it is the turn of Braithwaite's class, and some students are appointed for each subject. They come forward and express what they have learned. Now this session proves to be, or it is a result of the drastic change which Braithwaite has brought by using his novel and innovative techniques to handle the students. Now when the students come and present themselves, there is emphasis on how much they have learned about different people, culture, customs, and the importance of international and interracial cooperation. Every time these students focus on the interracial cooperation. Miss Joseph and Denham are the representatives of Braithwaite's class, and Mr. Florian is the principal of the school. These are some of the important characters here. As the story proceeds, one by one students come and present themselves. Miss Joseph begins the highest class proceedings by clarifying that the common underlying theme that all their studies this term is the interdependency of mankind. That is the common theme which at the beginning of the session itself Miss Joseph tells the students and the teachers that the common theme or the underlying theme of the studies which they are learning is the interdependency of mankind. How each person or mankind depends on each other for their progress. Then Potter is another student. He comes and tells about maths, and he focuses on how greater understanding in world is fostered by the use of common weights and measures. Common weights and measures, that means he wants to say that as we use common weights and measure for the articles, in the same way common measure should be used for all the people in the world. There should be no racial or any type of discrimination. He says that how all mankind was interdependent and they should be measured in one type of measurement. They should be seen under one measure. That means all should be treated equally. Miss Joseph, she also says how all mankind was interdependent in spite of geographical location and differences in color, races and creed. When she is telling about her subject geography, she also says that how all the people are interdependent despite of their class, creed, color and races. Miss Pegg and Jackson, they speak about geography, and Jackson says that the distribution of minerals, vegetable is different in each region. Some region is rich in one but it is deficient in other, and that is why they have to interchange and they are interdependent on other region for the fulfillment of their needs. Indirectly, Jackson wants to suggest that people are dependent on each other. Regions are dependent on each other for the fulfillment of their needs. Then it is about Miss Pegg, who deals with the human relationship. Then Fern Man. Now here is one more important character who catches the attention of all the people, all the students and the teachers. Fern Man, as usual, had a trump card up his sleeves. What he did, when he stepped on the stage, he signaled his friends Welsh and Allison to do something, and this Welsh and Allison they appear with a skeleton on the stage. Now this skeleton is hanged and the skeleton, as it is hanged, it is rotating or revolving at the end of a cord, and this creates the comic nature as a relief. But soon the levity evaporated, and this Fern Man, he started speaking about his subject. He said that this skeleton is of a female. It is a female skeleton and it can be easily recognized. But it cannot be recognized whether the skeleton is of a Chinese man, whether it is of a German man, or a Greek, or a French, or an African. It cannot be made out anyhow. And he says that, and neither it can be said whether this skeleton is of a white man or a black man. Basically, he adds that basically all people were the same. The trimmings might be different, but the foundations were all laid out according to the same blueprint. Same type of skeleton is there. There can be no discrimination between, or we cannot identify whether the skeleton is of a black person or of a white person, whether it is of a Chinese person, a black person, a French, of a German or a Greek. It cannot be found out. That means The basic structure, the blueprint is the same, but the trimmings might be different. Denham comes with a report on PT. PT is their weak point as well. He says that the PT or the usual exercises which are taken once a week, they have PT period once or twice a week, and the exercises which are taken are of no advantage at all. They are not at all beneficial. Then why to waste time in such type of period? Instead, they should be allowed to play something, maybe a football or some other game which can give them physical exercise. Now after this session, after all the students have come forward and they have spoken or expressed their views for each of the subject, after that a panel of teacher is appointed randomly from the students itself. Some sheets are prepared and the sheets are removed, and they are and the names are announced of the teacher, and the teachers answer the questions of the students. They try to satisfy their queries, and but of course the teachers, they stick up with their curriculum, with their periods, with their portion or the PT. They also say that how the exercise or the discipline which is taught during the PT period, how it is important. And students knew that they had been outwitted by the teachers, but still they are happy, and especially Braithwaite is happy with the way these students are expressing themselves, the way they know what they want and how they are expressing themselves. That is more important. At this place, Braithwaite is very much proud of his notorious students. I just read out the last paragraph. I began to understand how it was that so slight a creature could cope so effectively with her class. Soon after this, as the morning ended, the head went on to the stage and closed the proceedings, expressing his pride in all the children and his deep appreciation of their efforts. When the students are asked to express about each subject, they need to there is a need for them to study those subjects properly, to do their homework, to know exactly what is going on in the class, and that efforts were appreciated by the principal. So that is the end of our lesson, of our novel. You are supposed to read this chapter 17 by yourself, as it cannot be read out in our online teaching. I hope you have understood. If you have any queries, you can comment in the comment box. Thank you.